Where did my picture go? I had a picture on there. Now I'm just curious of where it went. Hold on a minute. I had that photo right there. It's back. I put it back on there. Okay. Anyway, so welcome to Fireballs and F-Bombs tonight. How's everybody doing? Hi, Missy. So, how is everyone? Hello, Uncle. Did you remind Kim and Drew? Drew is now home from vacation. He's back. So now I'm eventually, once he gets settled, I'm going to have him in for all that crystal talk like we were going to do before. He should feel special. I waited on his ass to do it. Okay, cool. Oh, so anyway, so since I've seen y'all last Wednesday, you guys knew I was fighting my allergies and I was sneezing so bad, remember? Well, it turned into the full-blooded flu. It moved down into my chest. I lost my voice. I couldn't talk. My sore throat, the nasal drip. I was coughing and coughing and coughing where my ribs hurt, like my whole inside hurt because I was coughing so much. Like it was ridiculous. I had to call out of work Sunday. There's no way I would have been able to be a cashier as bad as I was. So, but I did go to work yesterday, which I should not have. I was still coughing. I'm still not 100%. You guys, I'm sure you can hear. I still have a little bit of the hoarseness left. But I am much better than I was. I got up. I took my mom to the doctor today. I stopped by the store. I came home. I built a fence. Got that done in time to come in and do the horoscopes, get the thing scheduled, and then I went in there and started drawing. So I did quite a bit today. Oh. You have a Kim in Australia too? Or is it the same live? Every time they are live. Oh, okay. I got you. Every time y'all are live, there's like 8 to 9 people in there. And I know Kim is up there, and then I hear people talking to Drew, but which one is Drew? Like, what is his name on there? I saw the one guy that said just Brian or something, and I don't know. There's a couple people in there. There's like just Brian. Oh God, there's another one that's like one word. I can't. It's a guy. Remco. Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering because I'm like, I hear him talking and I'm like looking and I'm like, nothing looks like him here. And this says just Brian and this other one. And I don't know. Anyway. I knew. Okay. So Vienna King is his account on there too. All right. Gotcha. All right. Anyway. Oh. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know if Just Dave was in there when I was in there. I just saw Just Brian, and then there was the one time, and they were trying to get him to come in, but he was out for burgers. And he's got like one name. And then I went in yesterday, I popped in and said hi. I was just driving home from work. And I didn't say much. And then once I got home and I had to feed Rowdy, that's the one. Yeah, he seems cool. Yeah, he was in there. I gotcha. Well, now that I see her live, I'll pop in when I can. I may not talk much because everybody knows everybody and you guys are in conversation. So I don't know about the conversation y'all are talking about. So I just listen. There still seems to be an awful lot of drama though on TikTok. And people keep telling me, you should really go live on TikTok again. It's a little different now. And I'm like, well, here isn't TikTok still supposed to be going away and for the new TikTok? Now, cuz Trump bought TikTok and with some others, and it's going to be an American TikTok. So we won't be able to use the one that we're currently on because we won't be able to get people from other countries. So isn't that TikTok supposed to be going away in like February? Okay. Because is the new TikTok, you got to start over from scratch? You have to build your friends again, or do you get to carry your friends over, but you don't get to keep your friends that are in another country? Like, that's not fair. But anyway, yeah, like, right? Like, yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm not sure either. But I do my lives on Clapper. I like the Clapper. I like the radio on Clapper. There's Topher. Hi, honey. How's everybody liking this time change? I'm curious because it is getting dark. It is pitch black here at 6:30. Like, I don't mind. I prefer it to get dark like 7:30, 8 o'clock. But I mean, it don't make of a difference. I mean, I do have to get up an hour earlier because I'm closing the barn at dark. So I close the barn at like 6:45. Yeah. Yeah. And then I have to set my alarm for like 6 or 6:30 so I can get up and get out there and open the barn, so nobody goes to the bathroom in there. And then how long has Screech and Ivy been together? Years since they've been here. And y'all know Holly turned and beat up Screech real bad. So Holly got put by herself because she turned into a bully. All of a sudden, yeah, see, it don't matter to me. I come home and go to bed as early as I can. Anyway, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Ivy starts jumping on Screech. And I didn't notice it at first. I didn't notice it. And one day I walked in there and I noticed a bunch of blood on the wall, on the door of Screech and Ivy's pen. And I'm getting looking around and I'm like, what the fuck? Screech is beat the fuck up. Ivy has beat the shit out of Screech. So now I've had to move Screech out of the barn into his old pen that he was in over here before he moved into the barn. I had to come over on this side of the barn and cut Elvis and Lollipops outside, because Elvis and Lollipop, they shared the outside. So they had to, but Elvis and Lollipop now are like a little lovey couple and they like sleep together at night now. So I had to build the fence to split their outside in half. So now Screech is going in where Lollipop was. So I finished the fence today, but I have to go get 3 pieces of lattice to put on the bottom of the fence because I have to do that when there's male pigs because their tusks get hooked up in the fence and they can break their jaw. Hello, Vienna King. Welcome home. How does it feel to be home with your woman? For the outside, I get the plastic. That hard plastic lattice on the bottom. And it's just they're small enough. They can still see each other, but they don't put their noses through the holes and they won't get their tusks hooked up in the fence. Oh, I bet you did. I bet she did probably too. But we're glad you're home. That's all done and over, and you only look forward to good stuff now. Yay! So let's get started on these horoscopes, shall we? All right. So I'm still, y'all forgive me, I'm still a little bit hoarse and I'm still sneezing and coughing a little bit. I like the white cheddar Cheez-Its. Okay. Now, Aries is the first one that we start with, and that is March 21st to April 19th. The place of, the pace of life quickens in November as more planets begin to enter the fire element this month, though the beginning of the month is all about healing and releasing. Mars enters Sagittarius on the 4th, pushing you to explore and begin new adventures over the next several weeks. Mars in this position can increase your desire to learn new things. On the 5th, The full moon in Taurus shows you how to incorporate more love in your life. If you have focused on savings and changing your spending habits, this transit could give you clues on how to be more efficient, prepared with your finances. Venus in Scorpio, beginning on the 6th, could introduce new stories to your romantic life. This is a period of growth and finding balance with your relationships. The new moon in Scorpio on the 20th is a time to prioritize yourself while learning from the past. This new moon prepares you to be more in control and to start believing in yourself again. The sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, which could shift your focus towards exploring or beginning to learn something new. Yes. At first turning retrograde on November 9th, Mercury stations direct on the 27th, concluding a story connected to the past that may have created blockages for you. Now you feel more powerful and courageous. Venus enters Sagittarius on the 30th, fueling new love for hobbies and creative endeavors. Always invest in yourself. You are so worth it. This is a great time to go all in on yourself. Do you have any plans? I'm going to have to blow my nose. I'm sorry. Still a little bit sick. Have y'all made any plans, like, since you're back? Y'all going to do a little vacay? Like a real one? All right, we're going to move on to Taurus. Mars officially moves away from your relationship sector. Oh, cool. Well, if you come down this way, you let me know. I did try to contact. Hi, Terry. I did try to keep in contact with Kim every once in a while and check up on her through the storms and everything. And I was bad and didn't check on her all the time. But I did, when I thought about her, I made sure to text her and everything. And it was on your number. But she answered. And, I let her know we were thinking about her and everything. So, oh, good. Hi, Ayla. Oh, my babies are just fine today. Yes, I'm just now starting Taurus. Here, I'll continue. Okay. Mars officially moves away from your relationship sector beginning on November 4th, which marks the start of a time for peace and reconciliation as Mars finds its new home in the sign of Sagittarius. The full moon in your sign on the 5th is an important transit for you this month. It's showing you how much you have progressed over the last 6 months. This is a powerful period of reflection when you can learn from your mistakes and try again. Excuse me. Venus moves into your partnership house on the 6th in the sign of Scorpio. Prepare to have deeper conversations with your friends or romantic partners as the Scorpio energy wants to dig deep and reveal as much as possible. Jupiter will station retrograde on the 11th, once again focusing on the dynamic with others. More of this will be apparent when Mercury enters Scorpio on the 18th. This will be a month of discoveries, and you will see the strength of your relationship with others. High spirit stalker. However, true opportunities for healing will begin with the sun's entry in Sagittarius on the 21st, and Mercury in Scorpio stationing direct on the 29th. After the storm, you will be able to get back on track with those you are closest to. You are all in your feels this month. You have opened your heart to new friends this year, and you've said goodbye to some that needed to go. You feel these people are going to be in it for the long haul. Good for you. It's about time. And how are you doing, Spirit Talker? Spirit Stalker? And Terry, how are you doing? Are you feeling okay? In case everyone doesn't know, Terry lost her mama recently. And we were all taken by that because we were all, I met her that one time that I finally came down there for the wedding. And she was just so nice, and she made me felt like she knew me forever. And yeah, so she was just a big sweetheart to me. I know. You're going to have your up days and you're going to have your down days. It'll hit you every once in a while. I'm telling you, because, now is your daughter and son-in-law still staying with you, or they were just there for a little bit? Like, are you by yourself? Now, she did get to see Courtney get married. She was at the wedding with us, and but Courtney's due to have her baby in December. So she's going to be around watching over all of you and the baby. Okay. Got you. I got you. Okay. Yes, Topher, his daughter just got married, and he was stressing about that wedding for a hot minute. And December 1st already? Oh, I thought her due date went until like Christmas. Wow. So it was sooner than we thought. So, but yes, Topher's daughter just got married. Oh my gosh. Terry's going to be the best grandma. Oh my goodness. Now, I know with the holidays coming, I know Annie will not be able to get down there until after the new year. So the baby will be there. And so I think me and Annie will be trying to come down there for a weekend right after the new year in January sometime, once those holidays chill out a little bit. And where I work, y'all know I'm working at the Dollar Tree part-time. So, man, let me tell you how busy that place gets. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're busy. Oh, wait a minute. Your granddaughter will be having her baby. You're going to be a great grandma? Spirit stalker. Oh, well, congratulations to you as well. Oh, yeah, yeah. 12/22 is her due date, but why they're inducing on the first? That's 3 weeks early. Geesh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not worried about the size. I'm just worried about the development. You know what I'm saying? Just because he's big don't mean everything's finished. Oh my gosh. Is she gonna is she gonna have C-section? Cause I hope she's having some drugs. Anyway, let me get to okay. We're off track. Where the hell am I? Did I finish Taurus? Oh, we're moving on to Gemini. Yes. Okay. Good Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Now, you are learning to be the bigger person. Try to stay away from unnecessary drama. On the 6th, the full moon in Taurus shows you the value of resting and relaxation. Take the day to read, write, or enjoy some delicious food from the comfort of your own home. Mercury, your ruler, stations retrograde on the 9th and will station direct on the 29th. During this transition, your effort will be put in the spotlight. Try to get your work done on time and go slow so you don't have to redo things a few times. The new moon is a boost. I'm sorry, the new moon on the 20th is a boost for your daily routines. Over the next 6 months, you could surprise yourself with how wonderfully structured your planner becomes. You'll also start working really well with the people around you. On the 21st, the sun enters Sagittarius, illuminating your partnership sector. Prepare to meet new people, spend time with loved ones, and have fun. Saturn on the 27th helps you move forward with more pride and confidence. Venus enters Sagittarius on the 30th, starting a new chapter as you begin to show yourself more love and care over the next several weeks. You're in need of a quick weekend escape. You may decide to go for a quick weekend for the holidays to see your family. That in itself can be stressful, though. I'd wait till you can go somewhere else that you can relax and not feel the stresses of the holidays. Cancer. With Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th, the beginning of the month is a time for preparation and creating powerful structures that will allow you to produce work with much more efficiency. The full moon in Taurus on the 5th marks the close of a chapter and a start of a new adventure. You are seeing how supported you are and how you can rely on people you love and care for. Venus enters Scorpio on the 6th, adding joy and excitement to your partnership houses. Single people can meet potential partners during this transit, but be aware that Mercury will be retrograde starting on the 9th, making any long-term commitments a bit complicated. What the fuck else is new? However, things begin to clear up once Mercury is direct on the 29th. Around the new moon in Scorpio on the 20th, connect with your imaginative side. If you've desired to complete an existing work in progress, you have the tools needed to get it done over the next 6 months. The sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, shifting your attention to more practical endeavors. Building and working well with others will be key elements for you this season. And when Venus enters Sagittarius on the 30th, you can see how much your connections with others thrive. Plan a fun night with your friends. Either go out or stay in, but have some fun and let loose. You need it. Does that not suit me or what? Oh, wow. Leo. Everybody know who's Leo. Leo as a fire sign, Mars in Sagittarius beginning on the 4th will be a very impactful transition that awakens your ambition and brings new energy to your creative sector. This can also bring changes to romantic life in a positive way. The full moon on the 5th is a time to reflect on the changes that have happened in your career sector over the last few months. Venus enters Scorpio on the 6th, which could define how you view your professional sector over the next several weeks. In this position, making alliances come a lot easier, and you could see yourself on the path to victory. While we're still in Scorpio season until November 21st, you can introduce the changes you need to make to have the life you desire for your future. Mercury stations on the 9th, and Jupiter will also retrograde on the 11th. Both of these transits will be connected with learning new things while also temporarily stepping away from the spotlight. Powerful new beginnings await with the new moon in Scorpio on the 20th. New ideas and plans arrive that bring changes to your career sector over the next several months. Starting a new course or learning a new task could be connected with this energy. On the 21st, the sun will highlight your relationship sector and bring plenty of opportunities to meet new people. Mercury stations on the 29th, making you more solution-oriented at home. Venus enters Sagittarius on the 30th, the start of a joyful and pleasant period for your romantic life. An exciting career opportunity may arise. If it does, take it. Just make sure it's something you truly want, especially right before the holidays. It's hard to make a change at this time. But you're still getting a lot about a job change, but I see that coming. Purple sand, orange. What does that mean? Virgo. Much of November focuses on your home life and close connections. Making changes to your home could be connected with the Mars in Sagittarius transit beginning on the 4th. Is today the 4th or the 5th? Today's the 5th. Oh, tonight's the full moon. It's a beaver moon tonight is what it's called. I know. Mine's the same way. I feel the same way, Uncle. You could beautify your home when Venus enters Sagittarius on the 30th, fueling your creativity and surprising your process. The sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, allowing you to uncover information pertaining to your relatives or your family history. You enter a romantic period on the full moon with the full moon in Taurus on the 5th. showing the collective why love is essential. Venus will enter Scorpio on the 6th, giving Earth signs like you a boost with your networking skills. When Jupiter stations, you could see how your friend circles have changed over the last 6 months and how you've changed as a friend. However, Jupiter will remain in this part of your chart, so the lessons will be ongoing until next year. The new moon on the 20th will continue the friendship theme, but with Mercury retrograde, friends from the past could come back. Excuse me. Saturn will station on the 27th, which is beneficial for mutable signs since you are closing your penultimate, I don't know what that word means, penultimate chapter of this transit. Has Saturn in Pisces made your compassionate or understanding? Mercury stations on the 29th, making you more solution-oriented. Confronting obstacles will be easier since you are now equipped with the knowledge and understanding. Tense conversations may take place, but you just need to sit back and let them happen. Trying to argue or lead a conversation will only make things more frustrating. That's difficult for you to do, but let someone else take the lead and you'll feel more satisfied. Libra. This month puts a focus on your leadership skills, which will be emphasized during the Mars in Sagittarius transit beginning on the 4th. Prepare to focus on diplomacy and control your ego. The full moon on the 5th will bring Venusian themes to light, strengthening relationships since this energy makes it easier for people to be more vulnerable at this time. Those who are single could develop a deep sense of self-love that will continue over the next several weeks. Mercury stations on the 9th, giving a boost to those in the creative field. Writers can connect with their muses at this time. Okay. The new moon will be in Scorpio on the 20th, meeting up with Mercury in the same sign. Your self-worth is a theme of this transit as you learn to appreciate and take better care of yourself. While Saturn in Aries might have brought some insecurities, the new moon energy makes you see your value. Scorpio season is showing you how to love and pour energy into yourself. The sun enters the Sagittarius on the 21st, bringing optimism and awakening your love of learning. Saturn stations on the 27th and Mercury stations on the 29th, allowing you to tackle tasks that are pending on your to-do list. Venus, your ruler, will enter Sagittarius on the 30th. Once again, the theme of empowerment continues. Explore new ideas and share them with others. Let's see. That was Libra. Excuse me. Jeez, I'm forgetting where I'm at. Relationships are on the back burner right now as you're more focused on building security in yourself. People will understand and it'll be worth it. Bye, Topher. Kiss your forehead for me. All right. Scorpio. These seem to be really long this month, don't they? Your ruling planet Mars enters new territory beginning on the 4th. With the planet of ambition in Sagittarius, your focus is on building your career for the next several weeks. You put in the hard work and started the blueprint when Mars was in your sign, and now you are working goals using a new technique or process. The full moon on the 5th helps you be more compassionate and understanding to those around you. Evolving your communication is essential at this time, so practice more compassion. Mercury retrograde begins on the 9th and Jupiter stations on the 11th. Both of these transits continue to evolve water signs. You can see how you have grown over the last 6 months and how you may have become more benevolent, helpful, and sympathetic with loved ones. Mercury enters your sign on the 18th, and the new moon will be in your sign on the 20th, showing you both your kind-hearted side and your warrior within. Scorpio season has shown you how you've prospered and worked for your place in the sun, and it's time you receive some recognition. The sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, and Venus enters this part of your chart on the 30th, making this a month where you slowly focus on ensuring that your dreams become a reality. Spend some quality time with a good friend or a lover. Even just a day trip out of town. It will give you some laughs and relax you. Then get ready for a hard reset. Thank you guys for the likes. Sagittarius. This might be hot right here. Be mindful of how you treat others this month. With Mars, the planet of aggression, in your sign beginning on the 4th. However, Mars makes you ambitious, determined, and a fighter. With all of this fire energy making you hunger for more, you need to balance it with a dose of practicality. Between the full moon rising on the 5th and Venus entering Scorpio on the 6th, make sure you prioritize your well-being. How have you taken care of yourself in the last 6 months? Have you started better habits that help to strengthen you? When Mercury stations retrograde in your sign on the 9th, focus on friendships. Go to the movies, check out a restaurant, or visit a museum. Jupiter, your ruler, stations on the 11th. What have you healed from? What inner work are you focused on? These are questions that the Jupiter retrograde and the Mercury retrograde will bring to your attention. The new moon in Scorpio on the 20th will focus on rest and self-care. Meditation could unleash a treasure trove during this period, since it can help you reconnect with your emotions. The sun will enter your sign on the 21st, a dynamic energy that can feel like an awakening. Venus enters your sign on the 30th, a period where your confidence level rises. You could also be more focused on incorporating love into your life for the next several weeks. Excuse me. Sometimes the weeks before a birthday can be frustrating, but just try to sit back and think things through before letting things get that far. That way, wires don't get crossed and nobody's misunderstood. Sit back and let things go. See how that feels. That's hard to do. I mean, that's really hard to do for some people. There's a lot of things it's hard to do, like when you're so one way. Capricorn. Being mindful of your energy levels will be important this month, with Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th, showing you how to connect with your emotions. The full moon on the 5th could bring a sense of nostalgia as you reminisce on relationships from the past. Since Venus enters Scorpio on the 6th, this is a very healing period for your connections. You could become more popular during this season as Venus enhances your charm over the next several weeks. Jupiter will station on the 11th, which can serve as a time to reflect of your relationship dynamics over the last 6 months. How was the Mars retrograde transit at the start of the year changed your relationships? Are you a better listener? These are questions connected to the transit. The new moon on the 20th contributes to your personal growth and allows you to see the types of friends you want to attract over the next 6 months. Saturn stations on the 27th and Mercury stations direct on the 29th, providing you with the more structure and clarity with your thinking process. If things do not make sense before, you are now able to find the missing piece of the puzzle. You're also learning how to find new methods of solving problems, which will help you in the long run. This month is usually a mix between highly social or highly introverted. It's good sometimes to be both, but try to even yourself out a bit this month. Make plans, small trips with family or friends, or just by yourself. Spend some time having fun, no matter what you choose to do. Two more. Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. I think I do that every time. Things begin to feel more manageable this month with Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th. You now feel like you can work freely on the things you want without feeling scrutinized as we slowly move away from the intense Scorpio energy. Mars in Sagittarius will bring you a lot of confidence, and you can expect to experience a flurry of new ideas during this transit. The full moon on the 5th, and Venus will be in the sign of Scorpio on the 6th. Balancing home and career will be the overall theme of these transits. If you've neglected family and friends to pour all your energy into work, Venus in Scorpio is here to bring equilibrium. Mercury will station in Sagittarius on the 9th and station direct on the 29th in the sign of Scorpio. New info could come to light relating to your career sector. Nevertheless, you'll have the support you need. The sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, start a blissful period when you spend quality time with friends and become more involved with your community. Book clubs, local library clubs, or joining a free class could be appealing during this period. Venus enters Sagittarius on the 30th, helping you meet new people or reconnect with precious friends from the past. You may be busy and on the go, but you should take one night to yourself, away from your phone, away from your computer. Watch movies, wear some pajamas, even make some hot chocolate. Just relax and take some time for yourself. You have to relax to feel better. And Pisces. Prepare to take action, be in the spotlight, and pursue your dreams this month. Because now that Mars will be in Sagittarius beginning on the 4th. Whatever the eclipse tried to block will be illuminated this time, since you will believe in yourself. Having the full moon in Taurus on the 5th prepares you for better collaborations with others. Developing trust in your ideas and how you share them with others could be part of the transit as you are learning not to shy away from your self expression. I know, right, Missy? I say the same shit to myself. Venus enters Scorpio on the 6th, which could be beneficial for the academic and professional sectors. Prepare to explore new ideas and meet new people during this time. The blast from the past will be noticeable when Mercury stations on the 9th and re-enters Scorpio on the 18th. Once the new moon in Scorpio is on the 20th, take control of the sky. You experience important breakthroughs, which is wonderful for those who have been putting in the hard work on a project or thesis. This new moon grants you excellent ideas that evolve your work over the next 6 months. Sagittarius season officially begins on the 21st, a period when your work ethic will be illuminated. Don't slack off. Continue to be methodical because on the 30th, Venus in Sagittarius will provide you with plenty of encouragement and motivation to help you triumph. You may want to turn your passion into a purpose. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be cooking, anything, whatever your heart desires. Get in the kitchen and do what you love or whatever your heart brings you to do. Share what you're passionate about with your loved ones. And that is all of that. That's all of them. They were pretty good this month. Now, I'm gonna say, like, I like a horoscope that just gets right to the point. When it's talking about this Sagittarius moves into Scorpio and this stations direct or stations something, whatever the fuck. I don't know what all that means. It's very confusing to me. I don't know what that means. I'm just reading it. I'm hoping you guys understand it. I just like a horoscope that'll just be right to the point, not say this one moves into then this is the retrograde and this is moving into, yeah. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? I understand it in my head. Just speak English. I don't need to know what's moving into Sagittarius. I don't know. I just like one that speaks English. Because I don't know what all that means. I don't know what all that stuff means. And I feel stupid for not knowing, but I don't. That's people that understand all that movement out there in space, and like they can go, and I've heard people talk about, like, if they get your date of birth, right? The date, your, like, my birthday, day, month, and year. And they can go pull up how space was exactly on the time and day you were born, because everybody's born for a reason, and people can study how all of the astrology was on your birthday and apparently learn stuff about you from how the stars were lined up and shit. Like, that's crazy to me. I've never been to any one that does that stuff. Like, I've heard that people do that. Like, who do you go to? Is that like a what type of person does that? Like, I don't believe these people that read hands. Um, I don't know. Y'all know I'm already a skeptic of mediums because there's so many people that are claim to be mediums. They have know the fuck what they're talking about. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. I've never gone to a medium for a reading. I've never been around a medium in real life for anyone to say, "Oh, wait, oh my God, I'm picking up something on you." You know what I mean? Like, I would absolutely go and see Matt Frazier. Um, the Tyler kid, the one on YouTube. What is his name? Tyler. He reads celebrities. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I've talked about him before. Tyler Henry. Is it Tyler Henry? Yes. I would absolutely see Tyler Henry. I would absolutely see Matt Frazier. And I would see that one lady. I think she's in New Jersey or Long Island, New York. She's got big blonde hair. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I can't think of her name. I could probably find it. Let's see. She's like the Long Island Teresa Caputo. Yes, Teresa Caputo. That's the only 3 mediums that I believe anything. I've never had anybody feel that they can pull up something or tell me anything and oh my God, there is a Wilbur or a Cash coming through. Like, no. The one that came to the house, right? Y'all remember, she came to my house and she was in my room standing right next to Cash, but said that it was a younger male, human male. And I'm like, In my front living room, she said it was a male figure. Here, she claimed it was just by the door only, and it was a male. And then she started writing down all this gibberish and with names. I'm like, that don't pertain to me. I don't know. And she's like, oh, no, this isn't you. No, let me just cross that out. Astrologist. Yes. So no, I've never met a medium that I believe. Never in my life have I. That would be cool. I would absolutely love to meet a medium that was actually honest. Let's see. Are y'all okay? So are y'all getting snow up there already? Because this thing says that the Washington state is expecting 12 inches of snow already on Friday. They're under a winter weather alert. This is put out by the National Weather Service. They're under a winter weather alert warning already of hazardous travel conditions. They're expected 12 inches of snow or more this Friday afternoon. From early afternoon on Wednesday until Friday morning, excuse me. New Hampshire is getting snow now. Okay. Well, apparently Washington State is too. Holy crap. Wow. And it was 81 degrees here today, and I was outside dying of heat trying to put this fucking fence up. Come on. Here's another thing, too. Do you guys ever watch Dancing with the Stars? Have you guys watched any of this Robert Irwin's? Like, he's going to win this whole thing. I think he's going to win it. Because every week he's like number one. Oh, shit. No way. I don't even think we've had any rain. We had a mist go through. I'm having a hot flash. We had a mist go through. Like it was misting, but not like even a full sprinkle. You know what I mean? And then like here in Florida, right before we get a cold snap, it rains. So we call that the cold front that's coming through. So like it'll be 80 degrees, and then on next Tuesday, it's expected the high is going to be 56 just for one day. The high is 56, and it's going down into the low 20s that night. But it'll rain the day before. So normally if it'll rain in winter, then it's going to get cold for a few days. And then it'll go up, and then it'll rain, and then it'll get cold again. So we call it the cold front's coming through. That's the cold front, and it's going to get cold again. So that's why I'm trying to get that fence fixed. Now, Friday, let's see. I'm off again on Friday. So Friday, I'm going to go up to Lowe's, and I'm going to get 3 pieces of lattice, and I'm going to get that put up on the fence. Now, see, Screech and Lollipop used to be in together. They're friends. Like they're Lollipop just don't care about any other pig. She don't care. She don't want to fight. She'll walk away from them like, you mean nothing to me. I'll sniff you. I'm going to walk away from you. When Holly was beaten up, she just ran. She kept running from her. She didn't even fight back. She ran from her. And that, like, Lolly does not want to fight. That's how Elvis is. Elvis doesn't want to fight anybody. He just wants to be a lover bug to every other pig, every other animal, every human. That's just the way they are. Screech is very much laid back, but he will fight back. Like he will defend himself. But Ivy beat him. Normally when pigs fight, one will submit. The other one leaves them alone once they submit. But man, Ivy and Holly just keep going and keep going and keep going. Screech submitted to Ivy, and Ivy just kept beating the shit out of him. And I was like, what the fuck was happening? So anyway, Screech has been separated her from days now at least, and he's already healing up. He's gaining weight. He was stressed out. He was so stressed out. He was losing weight. Like I didn't even know how long this was happening. Anyway, I don't like that. So Screech is getting his own pen by himself. He will be next to Elvis and Lollipop. And it sucks because him and Ivy have been together since they were babies. They snuggled every freaking night. They were all snuggled up on top of one another when I'd go try to lock up. And then I don't know what the hell got into her. I have no freaking clue. So Ivy can be by herself. Holly's by herself. Screech is now by himself. And Butters is by himself because Butters is a bully. Butter loves Elvis when Elvis is on the other side of the fence. Butters is not going to share anything. So when Elvis is on one side of the fence and Butters, they're like best friends. But you put them in together and Butters beats the fuck out of Elvis. So it's like, ugh. So I leave them together outside by the fence. So their names now are not correct in the barn. So anyway. So you've also heard about all these people that are, there is also Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz they're doing a Mummy 4. I like the Mummy movies. They are getting together for a Mummy Part 4. There is a Practical Magic Part 2 with the same actresses in it. I'm very excited to see that. I love me some Sandra Bullock. And there's several celebrities that are singers that are doing a final tour. Now, Steven Tyler has announced he is doing his very final tour. He's going to retire. Pink is doing one final tour. She's going to retire and she's calling it, yeah, that's the one last ride. Pink hers is the farewell tour. And Madonna, finally, she's going to retire. Madonna is doing, hers is like a one last ride or one last time or something very similar. But Madonna's doing one last tour as well. And she's going to retire. So those three are going to retire. I knew Missy would know about that. Alice Cooper too. I did not know about Alice Cooper. But you know what? It's time that they do. It's time because, Bon Jovi too. I didn't know about Bon Jovi too. Now, wouldn't that be cool if like Alice Cooper and Steven Tyler and they all did it them like together? That'd be cool as shit. That would be one cool fucking tour right there. That would be a fun concert to go to, having all four of them there. Oh, cool. I know Pink is going to do her farewell thing too. I love Pink though. She's awesome. I'm surprised she's retiring though already. So tonight is the full beaver moon. I'm not sure. Young Blood is opening for Aerosmith. That's cool. And I saw a picture now of Steven Tyler with his head shaved. Was that a joke or was that AI? Because I was like, that's what he would look like with no hair. Holy shit. Okay, all right. So there's supposed to be like a meteor shower tonight too with this full beaver moon tonight. It's supposed to be a meteor shower. I don't know what time it's starting. I guess I could click on it and find out. Where did that go? Where did that go? I just saw it. Oh. Oh, you saw the picture too? Okay, you saw that picture. It was AI then. All right. Let's see what this says. The full beaver supermoon will peak at 8:19 a.m. But the silvery orb will be below the horizon at that time. The beaver moon marks the time of year when beavers begin preparing for the winter by fortifying dams and lodges and stocking up on food. This full moon is also referred to as the digging moon by the Tingent people, deer rutting moon by the Dakota, and frost moon by the Cree. Well, I know this is rutting season. This lunar event will be the second of 3 back-to-back supermoons this year. A supermoon happens when the moon reaches perigee, or its nearest point to our planet, making it appear larger and fuller. It's so subtle to the human eye, does not pick up. Where did that? Pick up the superness of it, but we still give it a fun name. It's moon at its biggest and brightest, just not the much bigger on the average than it usually is. Keep an eye out for fireballs. The torrid meteor shower, which will peak at 8 a.m. This meteor shower does not have a strong peak. There may only be 5 meteors an hour. But anytime it's dark in that period, you'll be able to see these slow meteors coming from constellation of Aries in October and Taurids in November. Okay. All right. Anyway, there's nothing new, I guess, going on that we haven't covered. Oh, have you guys watched the Dancing with the Stars with the Robert Irwin? Now, I've always been a Robert Irwin fan. I was a fan of his dad, Steve Irwin. Um, so like Robert is growing into quite the handsome um, uh, dad copycat and doing the Dancing with the Stars, and now he's supposed to be the next Bachelor. From what I'm understanding. So, yeah, but it looks like he's going to be the winner of Dancing with the Stars. If you haven't caught any of his dances, you should. Um, you should. He did the where you dedicate the song, and when Bindi, his sister, was on Dancing with the Stars, I think last season or the season before, they did the dedication. She did the dedication week to her father. Now he did the dedication to his mother. And I don't know if you guys saw it or not. You can go into YouTube and look for the Robert Irwin's dedication dance. And he did the whole dance with his partner, and then his mom just poof, there she is dancing with him at the end of it. And it was amazing. So if you guys haven't watched that, you should go in and look at that. It's really good. But he's doing so well every week. He might be the winner of Dancing with the Stars this year. He got all tens, I think, last week. But anyway, I am going to get off here. What is today? Today's Wednesday. I work tomorrow. I can't remember my schedule. If I'm off on Sunday, I will be having a podcast on Sunday. If I'm working Sunday, I will not have a podcast on Sunday, and it will be next Wednesday. We are at... We're at New Mexico, right? No. Yes. The next state will be New Mexico. And but I do have another game too. I got another card game that I had ordered at the same time as my other one. But this one came just recently. I had forgotten that I had ordered it. And it's very similar to that other one. Like you have to give the really dirty hints to guess the word. So I might try to talk Missy into coming on with me on that one again, or I'm gonna get Uncle, because I love the way Uncle blushes and shit when he gets the dirty ones, and it's just hilarious. And anyway, I don't care who comes on. I love y'all so much. Anyway, work tomorrow. I will let you guys know if I'm off on Sunday. I'm hoping to be 100% here soon. That's it. I'm either going to be on Sunday or Wednesday. I can't remember my schedule I know I work tomorrow. That's all I remember. I can't remember if I work all weekend or not. I think I might be off on Friday. I can't remember. Shit. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. And Drew, if you're still in here, welcome home. We're so glad to have you back home. Kim, I love you, girl. And I will talk to you guys soon. Love you.